today's
CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Stacey Lynn. A potential deal to end the Ukraine-Russia war. CBS's Holly Williams is in Kyiv.
Ukraine has agreed to a U.S. proposal to implement a 30-day interim ceasefire. But of course, that requires Russia's agreement as well.
We're going to take the offer to them. We're going to tell them this is what's on the table. Ukraine is ready to stop shooting and start talking. And now it'll be up to them to say yes or no.
More immediately, the U.S. has agreed to Ukraine.
President Trump told reporters today he would welcome Zelensky back to the White House and would likely speak to Russian President Putin this week.
Hopefully President Putin will agree to that also, and we can get this show on the road.
While 25% tariffs on steel and aluminum kick in tomorrow for Canada, the president decided not to double them after Ontario Premier Doug Ford backed down on its planned surcharges on electricity for the 3 U.S. states.
Rather than going back and forth and having threats to each other, we have both agreed that cooler heads prevail. We need to sit down and move this forward.
Clock is ticking in Washington to avert a government shutdown. The Republican-led House plans to vote later today on a stopgap measure to keep it funded beyond Friday. House Speaker Mike Johnson.
We can do it on our own, but what I'm saying is Democrats ought to do the responsible thing, follow their own advice in every previous scenario, and keep the government open.
Federal investigators just issued 2 urgent recommendations over that deadly mid-air collision near Washington.
NTSB Chairman Jennifer Homendy is recommending a permanent ban on some helicopter traffic because helicopters and aircraft are flying too close in some areas.
They pose an intolerable risk.
She says under current rules, helicopters and planes can be as close as 75 feet apart during landing. Allison Keyes, CBS News, Washington.
It was 5 years ago the World Health Organization officially said the COVID outbreak was an international pandemic. Former White House COVID response coordinator Dr. Ashish Jha.
COVID is still around. COVID is still a bit of a problem. I think for elderly people, high-risk people, immunocompromised people, it can still be pretty serious. Say for healthy Americans, no, I don't think it poses a big risk. We deal with respiratory viruses all the time. COVID is just one of them.
Another setback for Tiger Woods. He says he ruptured his Achilles tendon and just had surgery, which will likely keep him out of the Masters. It was another topsy-turvy day on Wall Street today. The Dow ended down 478 points, NASDAQ down 32. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear the good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 62 degrees in Hercules, California.